It had to come from Tai Chi. Yeah, whether it's improve our strength, improve our health, improve our flexibility, or improve our push hands, improve our fighting skills for those who are interested. It has to come from Tai Chi. And my goal is to preserve the purity of Tai Chi. In fact, when I was young, I was practicing external martial art too. But when I was a teenager, I decided not to do those anymore. Yeah, and I hardly do any other exercise, like try to strengthen my body doing weights or push-ups or anything. I don't really do those things because I'm almost like an experiment to myself. I want to use Tai Chi to get all those things. Yeah, so I've been experimenting with this since I was a teenager. Yeah, so that's when I decided not to do any other arts or even any other exercise. Yeah. Okay, so just again, most important things, we have to start right and continue on the right path to be good in Tai Chi, whether it's good to be good for our health. Again, the better you are in Tai Chi, the better it is for your health. Or to be good at, get stronger, or where you can do better push hands, or even sparring or fighting. We have to keep building on the basics. Yeah. Without the basics, again, like I wrote on the last email, where people want to be at the highest level, but they never really gone in between the training. They always think about, with no touch, with no energy, I can get people off balance or toss people 10, 20 feet. But did they have the training from the beginning, step by step? Most people don't. Yeah, so again, they don't have it, so they start to use other means, like, again, set up the students. If you just push straight, I touch you on the side, or a little turn. As soon as your body moves a little bit, you get off balance. And then especially if you don't change and resist, you get off balance very easily. Yeah. But if you really develop the skill, even in a real situation, it's possible to use it. It's not always there. You got to look for it, set the other person up, wait for the right situation, but you can still do it. And some of my students have experienced that before, just from free push hands. Again, I only do free push hands, not those where, I push my students, they move back on their own or offer no resistance. Yeah, but it still could happen, but it's more rare. Okay, so now let's start the form. Again, we're gonna do at least the first section, move by move, and explaining more the energy and how the chi work, where the structure, and all those good things. Once you understand a few, they're the same. When I do Tai Chi, let's say the slow set, this is how I do it. When I do the fast set or other forms, there's no difference, because that's what my body does. I've been doing this for, almost 50 years. My body is settled into Tai Chi. So whatever I move, doesn't matter, even if I'm just doing something completely different, it stays with the Tai Chi principles without thinking about it. Yeah. So that's why I want to go slowly, make sure I cover as much as I can in the first section. Yeah. So that way you get a basic idea how everything works in each move. And then once you understand it, you can apply into other moves too. You don't need to know every move, because every move is turning, every move is gathering, every move is opening. So the position might be a little different. If I expand this way, there's no difference as I expand this way or I expand this way. Even if it looks different, as it more open, it's still expanding. So you just have to expand more to open more, not expand to here, and then the rest of it, I raise my arm. I just moved my arm further. It has to come from the inside. Yeah. So I also I did the video lesson on the long form, where I went through the whole form, every move by move, describing this, but not as detailed, because, again, there's only so much time, right? So this one, it will be even more detailed. Okay, so let me just have a quick drink of water. So even for this, you can try to follow or just listen because, we'll be stopping a lot, okay? So here, the feet should be shoulder width apart. Again, all the details are important. Toes straight, feet directly under the shoulder, because then here is the most direct. Again, just the alignment, standing like this, and you have the least pressure, let's say, in your hips and knees, right? So you guys stand like this because the foot is here, my knee is here. If I stand straight like this, there's a little more pressure on the knee. That's why in Tai Chi, we open the hip joints, even like standing straight like this. In Tai Chi, most of the moves with the toes turn. So naturally that opens up the hip joint here. And we also have to have energy. So not just the turn, that opens up some, but we also have to have energy. That's why we sink the chi, and the chi actually continues turn into energy and continue to sink into the legs. And it's going into both sides. Doesn't matter if I'm in the front or I'm in the back, but the chi sinks into the both sides. So that's why there's a little bit of weight on the empty leg, and also energy. So the sinking, the energy is even on both sides. Just the weight shifts. Yeah. But here, even standing forward, when you sink, you have to think about opening this part. So it's not like standing straight and go straight down. If you go straight down, your knee will be kind of inwards. And so that makes the hips tight, pressure on the knees. Yeah. But by opening up, it releases the pressure. Yeah. But in Tai Chi, you don't want to have the stance to be too big. Like here, I can really feel it. The open to both sides, it can still go into my feet. But let's say if I have a stance this wide, I can sink, I can make my muscles strong, but the open, it really doesn't go into your feet anymore. So now it's good for training the muscles to get the legs stronger, which is good too. But in Tai Chi, again, the ultimate level, you don't just use the muscles, you train and make the muscles strong, but you don't just use it. So we use more of the sink, which comes the structure and connection. Yeah. So to do that, your step, there's a limit how big you can have your step. Yeah. But if your step too small, you're not as, you can still be strong, but of course, with the steps a little bigger, you are a little more rooted. Yeah, but you can really sink. That's a lot of time when I do push hands, I don't take big steps because for most people, even with just standing upright, because I'm sinking, I'm not going down. Like in a small step, if you go too low, it actually makes you weaker. You're easy to buckle your knees, and somebody can push you on the ground. So I'm more standing upright in a smaller step, but I'm using the sinking and the connection. Yeah. Okay, so